Well, hi there, boys and girls. Alright, we're back to the home theatre stereo confusion. No one can operate bar me. It's getting to the point where even I'm not sure how to operate this thing. Out of the new piece! Right here. I'll turn it on, we'll have a bit of a look. This thing is called a drive rack. Completely, totally unnecessary for a stereo, home theatre, or anything like that. But I do things unnecessarily. Anyway, what this is actually for, I'm using this in here because I have 3 of these, and I don't even need that many. I just have 3 of them. They're a little pricey. Yeah, this is called a drive rack V8 Plus, and what this is for, this is say for a DJ or a band, for instance. Now let's say you got a set of speakers at the front, set of speakers at the back, subwoofer, second subwoofer, like big subs and all that sort of thing. What this does, let's say from a DJ's perspective, I'll have my decks go to the input of this, so just left and right, straight into it. Now what this does, this will actually split it, and you've got, here it says low, so this is for your subs, for your mids, so let's say you see 2 speakers you got out the front, and your highs, let's say you got speakers up high top, or ones, you know, at the back of a venue or whatever, and they go to separate individual amplifiers. But what I'm doing is, now I have, just to make sure it was going to work, I did wire this up through, so you got your sub going out of the amp, it's going into the crossover, then it's going into the drive rack, and then it goes to the sub amplifier. What a mouthful. Now my next step is actually I want to run, say, the mid to the center channel. Now I need a specific type of lead. Okay, it takes leads like this, which are called XLRs. Now the problem is the input on this, it takes a, the back of this is a female XLR. It would make my life a lot easier if it was a male. Now I think I have a lead where I can run, you know, as an input using a male XLR out of the pre-out center from here. Then what that'll do is that'll run, it'll run through the audio conditioner, then it'll run through the EQ, then it'll run through here where I can really fine tune things. I can actually even boost the volume at the center. Now this is all in theory, haven't got there yet. So from a DJ perspective, that works. You know, I know exactly what I'm doing. But from doing it from this end, I don't know. You may ask yourself, why the hell are you doing this? Why not? Alright then, let's get in the secondary man cave. Let's see if I can find one of these leads. Now, there's a bloody heap of leads in there. Let's see if I can find the one that I want. Okay, I don't know how well you can see here, but mainly this rack of leads that are falling off pretty much are just jug leads. I think there's a couple of other types that I may, they're more like they're 3/4 inch jacks, not what I'm after. Maybe I'll try over here. So not really finding what I'm looking for. No. I know I got one, I just don't know where it is. Maybe I'll go try in the other shed where I've got tubs and tubs of leads. Alright, I'm in the other one, so yeah, there's a few tubs of leads here, so maybe I'm lucky. This is the other shed, basically where I keep a lot of power tools and gardening tools, things like that. So I literally have got way too much crap in here. It's not going to be in here because they're like RCA leads, extension leads, butt ton of Ethernet cables, you know, Cat 5, Cat 6, Okay. USB cables. Want a USB cable? There. There's no good there. God, I do have too much stuff now. Oh, God damn. Alright, we have a look in here. There's nothing but a butt ton of RCO leads. Want an RCO lead? Want some more? They've got heaps of them. You just gather them over the years. I know the lead I'm looking for, and is that? No. And I ain't seeing it. Okay, I got one other idea, because this is failing. Alright guys, I got me a debacle. I cannot find that lead that has a female end, because when you go into the input, it's a male input, so you need female. And I would use one of these on the other end, that's got to come from the center channel out of the Pioneer amp. Needs a connection like that. That's a female end there, so you know, obviously you plug it in. There goes my phone. Plug it in there, sure, that'll go in the back of the amp. But the other end is female. No, the other end I need is a male. I better get this right, because I'm going to cut two wires and wire two male ends. I'm going to have another look, but that's what I'm going to have to do. So both ends, I think, you know, what have we got here? Both ends would have to be male. Yes, both ends got to be male, not female. Yeah, I'll double check anyway. Yeah, it's obviously because the female plugs into the male. This just got real sexual, didn't it? And this end's got to be male as well to go into the input of the rack system. So I'll split this, tape it together, and hope for the best. Okay. As you can see, I've got to be very careful here. There's a lot of shit within these leads, so I need to keep that together. This crap can be cut off, that can be cut off. Strip that, and make sure it's kept together. Let's see what happens if I blow myself up. That can't happen. Okay, so to join the two male ends, I've given it a strip, got rid of the female ends. Why is cables and all that, how is it all sexual? You insert the male into the female, you give it a strip, and what the hell? I know, I gotta see the funny side of it, because either this will work or fuck, it won't work. Alright, I did it. Looks as dodgy as shit, but I was able to achieve, you know, for a second then I thought I was going to have a male female end. No, I got two, if you even see, two male ends, which is exactly what I need. Then this can get plugged in here, and then nothing will happen. Alright, now I've got to fight my way into the back here and follow some leads, make sure it's wired right. I just redid the sub cables actually for the subs to working and adjust some frequencies, and that all works. It worked before, I just did a little bit of a tinker and it all works. But this is the real test, whether this is going to work or not. So let's see what happens. Okay, I just realised I didn't have a long enough lead to go from here to over there. Now I've got one that's a bit too long, but doesn't matter, it's spaghetti behind there anyway, so what's it matter? Alright, so let's plug the male into the female. It just never ends with these jokes. Okay. Now I'm going to want to use the mid. So, see, I'll go in here. Okay, before I plug it in and turn it on, bits of cable that's left over, I'm just going to put this out there. Look, I am actually an AV tech installer. Apart from a DJ and a drummer, I also install audio, video stuff at venues, clubs, all this sort of stuff, right? But this sort of thing, I would never do this at a job. I would only do it with my own stuff. But that, I mean, obviously that's why, you know, it's such a complex thing. Like, you wouldn't even have this much complicated stuff in a venue. But it works. I can connect it together and sync it and make it work. But yeah, I just want to put it out there that, you know, if I get a job, I would never dodgy shit up like this. Never. I would use the correct whatever I would need. Anyway, let's see about the whole dodgy side of things. I'll turn it all on. Let's see if it works or goes kaboom. Alright, we'll start getting all the power on. Okay, drive rack comes on. Get everything else on. I'm going to have to run this. See if I can turn off. I'm going to have to turn off the front speakers, which I should be able to do here. Get the amp on, because I don't want the fronts. I just want to hear the center, and I'll have to change the amp over to Prologic mode. So, I've got those speakers off. Get this into Prologic mode, and let's see if something happens, and then I can start configuring with the center. I can tweak it, ramp it, do whatever the hell I want with it. Almost forgot. Won't work without the component matrix running, will it? Okay, so just via remote. I don't want action, just normal Prologic will do me. I normally don't have to change this. I want to watch a movie, whatever, it just does it all for you. Anyway. See what happens. Okay, sounds like my wiring worked because it is going through. The sub's going. Alright, now all that means is I've got to get into here, into the system, and change it there. Now that may take a little bit, so I'll have to come back to you. Alright, I got you guys right in here with me. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but the bloody thing worked! Alright, what I'm doing here, I've set the EQ for the subs how I want. Now I'm actually set the EQ. I want to set the EQ for the other amp. The amp that's running the center channel. I don't know if you're about to see, I don't know if you're going to see this at all. But you'll hear a big difference. I hope the bloody Facebook doesn't shut down because of the bloody song. But we get real tinny. Just back it right off. It's like a very precise EQ. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. That's hitting a very, very high note. Too bloody high, actually. I'll give it a bit of depth. A bit more depth. Oh, too much. Alright. Alright, well you sort of get the general idea. Now there's an absolute butt ton of things that this drive rack does. This is just the basic side of it, but I'm just overwhelmed. Oh, you don't even hear any bass because I turned all the bass. Yeah, that's with the volume really down low. Realistically, what I'm driving into these subs, these are only small subs throughout here. And what this is really designed for is big, monstrous subs. But if I brought them out here, my neighbours would kill me. They hate me enough as it is. But the still fact is that I was able to strip that cable, rewire it, put it together, and it worked. Yep, I'm as happy as a thinking shit. Alright, this is going to take a lot of screwing around for me to tweak this how exactly I like it. But this will, I might even change it when it comes to home theatre, but when it comes to dialogue and watching a movie, it's going to be as crystal as with using this sort of gear. And also, I mean, music-wise, you tend to have it in stereo, but if you want to run it in Prologic or whatever, sure. Now, I could do the same thing. I could adjust my front speakers. I could adjust the surrounds and the surround backs. The problem is, there's an amp here for the sub, there's an amp there for the center. Now if I wanted to do that, I would have to start bringing in more amps that I've got out in the other man cave, and I don't have nowhere near enough room. So down the line, when I actually get a huge racking system, which will be way taller than me, because I'm still planning, I'm going to get one of those. I spoke about this a while ago, but I'm going to get one. I'll do it then, because then I can be just so spot on the money with exactly what I want. But as I said, I wanted to make this, actually I should save, I'll store that. Right, saving, storing, so it's still, because it sounds right the way it is, but I'll still play. Yeah, I'd have to start bringing in a lot more amplifiers and all that sort of stuff, which I'm going to do down the line anyway. But for now, because they're about $1,000 whatever for those racks or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to see how it'd go with this, and the bloody thing works. Alright guys, catch you on the next video. I'll see you later. Bye guys.